Daddy Lumba. Yes, we have lost him, but his spirit absolutely lives on. Good evening and welcome to Duvet, your favorite late night show. My name is Natalia and it's always such a pleasure having your company. I'm sure you do know that your sex life is very important to me. I want you, after you do everything else, after you do the business, after you get the money, after you pursue the degrees and the PhDs and everything, that when you get in the bed at the end of the day, that there's something sweet waiting for you, that you can be part of the something sweet to make your life whole. I mean, if you have everything and your sex life is rubbish, then unfortunately, I don't know. And that's why I'm here. So welcome to Duvet. And tonight, we're talking about your sexual desires. And joining me to break down the conversation, I will be introducing them in a little bit. In the meantime, do know that we're streaming live on all our platforms, GHOne TV, on YouTube, on X, and on Facebook. And we're also live on Star 103.5 FM. Tonight, I have Prophet L. Michael, who is a relationship coach. He's also a man of God. Who has a church that I'm yet to go to because, gosh, it's really close to me. And I know I'm going to go really, really soon. You're welcome to Duvet.
Thank you.
Now, I have Afi Antonio, the Afi Antonio, TV personality, philanthropist, plus. There's so much to her. Afi, you're welcome to Duvet.
Thank you.
And then I have Adjoa Yeboah Davis, who is a psychotherapist. She is in the music business as well, and she does voiceovers.
Yes.
And there's so much to her.
Yes.
So many different parts of her. You're welcome to Duvet.
Thank you.
All right, so tonight we're talking about your sexual desires, right? And I think the very first question I have, which is something somebody asked me one time, and I thought this is very interesting. So I'm going to ask my guest tonight. Let me start with you, Afi.
Oh, no, don't start.
Why shouldn't I start with you?
I just told you, I don't know what to say yet, so don't start with me.
But you don't even know what the question is. But how do you know? You don't know the question.
Should be ready for what?
I know.
Ready, yeah.
Okay, Afi, tell me something.
Okay.
How often do you think about sex?
How often? Hey, how often?
It's good she started with you.
As often as possible. As long as, anytime I communicate with my man, yes, I think about sex. Because he's not around.
Okay.
Right? Yes, so
Every time you're talking to him, you're thinking about sex.
yeah.
But when you're not talking...
Because I miss him. Because he's not been here for a very long time. So, yeah, I miss him. So, it's like, I want to see him. I want to see him, you know.
But the last time you were here, you were single.
The last time, no, I wasn't. I told you. I wasn't.
No, you told me.
And I was saying,
No,
you be careful not to say anything on the show.
No, you
It's
told me.
not about me. Natalia, leave me alone. You like disturbing me too much.
Okay. No, I just wanted to update our viewers because
You should have done that the last time.
Because as far as they're concerned, you are single, so we needed
I'm
to
no more
like
single.
Okay.
I'm taken.
Okay.
Yeah.
We thank God for that. We really do. All right. So, but when you're not talking to him, you don't think about sex.
I do.
Okay.
When I'm not talking to him too. You know, it depends on, maybe I've seen something, watched something. You know, sometimes when you're watching a movie and there's a romantic scene and all that, you know, or you hear someone talking and it's about sex, you know, your mind just goes there, you know. So, yeah, it's not only when I'm talking to my man, but it does, you know, as often as possible.
As often as
Yes,
possible.
and sometimes, no, I won't say this. I'm done.
Why are you holding back? Sometimes
So I was
what?
going to say sometimes I watch porn. Sometimes.
But what's wrong with that? Why
There's
were you
nothing
going to
wrong.
hold that
I didn't
back?
want to say it, but you.
But you said it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
nothing.
it's fine. Yeah,
Adjoa,
yeah.
tell me. What are the most random places that you can be at and think about sex, and then you have to bring yourself back? Like, no, this is definitely not the place.
Oh, so I wish I had that other question.
I know, right? No.
Okay, how often do you think about sex?
No,
How
so-
often do you think about sex?
On a personal level, not often.
Not often.
Not often, because it takes so much to get me to the place where I'm sexual. So, like, I need like, stimulation, good conversation, and interactions to get me to the place of being sexual. So, so on a personal level, not often.
You don't think
but
about it often?
not
Okay.
really. If I have if I meet a handsome guy and we're having a nice stimulating conversation, then I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe. But yeah, otherwise I don't really think much about it.
Yeah.
Professionally, all the time, because I coach a lot of women, teaching them about just finding themselves, and and they're bringing all their relationship woes to me. So sexuality comes up a lot in my work.
Right. Now back to my initial question.
Oh gosh, she's not letting me off.
I know. Well, I mean, what has been the most, and I'm asking this question because it has been asked to me, and I realized that, okay, this is something that is actually really true because it happens to almost everyone. What has been like the most random place that you've been at and you thought about sex? You had to bring yourself back, like, but why am I thinking about this here? Why?
In church.
I think that
She's answered the question.
yeah.
Oh, that's happened to you in church?
Yeah.
You're sitting in church and you're thinking about sex.
It's happened before.
It's happened before.
Let's go back to
Well, maybe,
No, but at the
maybe you
time-
had it before,
Yeah.
the night before, and you're like, thinking like,
So,
ooh,
but at
that
the
was a good
time,
night.
what was going on in the church that made you think? Because there's a pastor, I'm sure he's wondering, like, so are there some of my
I know, his
congregants
face is
that
not-
in the middle of my preaching, they're thinking about sex? So
He has a disapproving look on his
I know,
face right now.
what is going on here? So, but at the time,
it's normal.
I'm learning
at
today.
the time, what was going on in the church that made you think?
Oh, I think it was praise and worship time, and then during the praise, right? Me who find man be, and I'm like, oh, this guy looks, yeah. So it's happened before.
Right. And in that moment,
Yeah.
because you saw a nice guy, because men think that they are the only ones who do this, but women do it as well.
Yeah.
When you see a guy,
Yeah.
you're actually like, your mind is
Yeah.
going through
Prophet
the
is
process.
fine.
So
He has a disapproving look on his face right now.
what is going on here? But at the time,
It's normal.
I'm learning
at the time, what was going on in the church that made you think?
Oh, I think it was praise and worship time, and then during the praise, right? Me who fine man be, and I'm like, oh, this guy looks, yeah. So it's happened before.
Right.
Yeah.
And in that moment,
Yeah.
because you saw a nice guy, because men think that they are the only ones who do this, but women do it as well.
Yeah.
When you see a guy,
Yeah.
you're actually, like, your mind is
Yeah.
going through
Prophet
the
is a
process.
fine man.
I am not associated to that. I dissociate from that.
Can I say though that that's not unusual, praise and worship, because
Yeah.
the song and the spiritual upliftment has the same dopamine effect that sex does. So it's so you may have that same feeling when you're listening to a good uplifting or motivational song.
Very interesting. So you're looking at this guy and thinking, what exactly?
Hey, Natalia.
It's okay. I mean, I'll tell you mine later.
Oh, you tell me. Is that supposed to?
Yeah.
No,
I'm thinking- I'm
it was like, oh, he's a fine guy. So I'm imagining, then things started running through my mind. Something of the sort,
Yeah. And you have to bring yourself
it
back.
will feel like kissing him and all that, because our nice
Like
lips and all that.
imagination.
Like
Yeah.
you have nice lips, like
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you not use... He's a man of God.
I know. I'm a woman of God. We are all,
You're all children of God.
We're
Yeah.
all children of God.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Let's go back to her.
Okay, Prof, let me
I
ask you.
answered the question. Don't
Yeah.
I answered?
Yes, you did. Prof, tell me, you're a man of God.
Right.
How often do you think about sex?
Personally.
Yes.
Well, in as much as we are all humans, I believe that one way or the other, no matter your spiritual background, since you have feelings, you're going to think about sex. But personally, since I'm not married, I have strategically I've positioned my mind to a certain place that I don't want to think about those things. My conscience is one of the things I've worked on, because whatever I think of, then my conscience receive, then it will give it to my subconscious, and then my subconscious will give it to my whole body.
Right.
So me being a man of God and unmarried, I'm not really focused on that, and I don't think about it more. But once upon a time, it flashes, it comes back. Then me being a spiritual person, I have to rebuke it, fine.
You rebuke it.
Yeah, fine.
I rebuke
Yeah,
you.
I have to rebuke
You
it.
have to rebuke me.
You always have to find a way to just let it go out of you. So personally, with where I stand, I don't really think about it. But once upon a time, once in a while, it comes. It comes, and then I have to just let it go.
And then you let it go.
Yes.
You rebuke it.
Yes, I do.
You rebuke the feeling.
The feeling, and you see what the kind of job we're doing. I mean, women.
Yeah.
Church actually started with women in the Bible. When Jesus died in the book of Matthew 28, it was the two women that went to the sepulchre. And then when they got there, the angel was not there. He said, Jesus is not here, he's risen. And the angel directed them to where Jesus told them to go and meet them. And then the Bible said on the first day of the week, which is Sunday, they bow down and then they serve him. So women are people that started church. So in our churches, in our congregation, you will see women. So as where I'm standing, we meet different kinds of women across the global world, not even the church. So as you being a man of God, one of the things you need to know is to learn how to close your zip
Otherwise you're in
and
trouble.
control your sexual libido. If not,
You're
you
in
turn
trouble.
King Solomon
in
of your days. Yes,
But
yes.
there's also how do I even put this question so that I'm not offensive? But and in recent times there's a thing where people believe that a lot of the men of God womanizers, even though they may be married.
They
You know,
are
some
still-
of them are with. I mean, we've seen and heard,
Yeah.
this and that here and there, and we don't even want to go into it. But obviously we don't know whether there's any truth to these rumors or
Right.
whatever, but it's a thing because of what you've said that
Yeah.
usually men of God are surrounded by women.
Yes,
Yes.
You have
absolutely.
women.
Right.
Some may come to you, you know, with maybe an ill intent because they want to, like Afi
Yeah.
is looking at you. The way she's been looking at you this evening is like, you know, some may come with the intention to,
Yeah.
you understand?
Yeah.
So, but in situations like that, when you have women coming onto you, because like she rightly said, you're a good-looking man.
Yeah.
So if you have women coming onto you, you know, with the intention to maybe seduce you or
Seduce
do
you.
all these things, how do you?
How do you
I'm sure
handle
you've experienced that.
A lot. I
Okay,
mean,
so but how do you deal with that?
You know-
so that you don't lose a member? Because if I come and you turn me away, I may not come to your church again.
yeah, I mean, I have a member who have sent me the nude before. Yes. You know, but you have to, sometimes you look at the maturity of
So
the...
did you watch it? Was it a video?
No, it was a picture. You know, it's my phone. Natalia, so randomly, somebody has sent you a
Details.
like somebody have sent you.
You have to open to
You
know
have
what
to
it
open
was.
it and look at
So
what
it was a
was.
photo.
It was a photo, and I said, "What?"
So you looked
my
at
God.
I look at it.
Oh,
And-
that night, didn't you dream? You didn't have bad
oh
dreams.
no, I didn't have bad dream. You know, like
But was it nice?
Oh my God!
this. You know, every woman is. I believe everyone
Everyone
is
is
beautiful.
nice,
Do you
yeah.
understand that? No matter how ugly a woman is, when you see the nakedness of a woman,
It's nice.
It's nice.
So it was nice.
It was.
Right.
Yes, and I was like, so I just look at the maturity of the person, and then determine how I'm going to deal with it. I saw that she wasn't that matured. So such people, you don't drag them away, but you try to put them in a position, teach them that you don't have to do this, do that, do that. Meanwhile, I've seen the red light that probably she was interested in me and all of that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't in the position to do that. One of the things I've said to myself that I'm not saying I'm that angel, but even if I would do something not in my church or not my church members that
Maybe
the Lord has
outside.
brought them under my feet, I won't
Like
do
the
that.
way I'm outside.
Yes.
See?
So, yeah. So, that's why I'm saying that self-control comes there. As a man of God, need you have
Right.
self-control?
I'm
Yeah.
impressed because I've worked in many churches and been around a lot of pastors, and he's the first one that I've met that had some discipline.
Yeah. A lot of them don't.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I'm
Yeah.
saying that even pastors, everyone and their mature level. Do you understand that? Yeah, so, and it's not today this is going to happen. In those days, we have men of God, women of God who doesn't have self-control.
Yeah.
So it's not really a news, actually. But a man of God supposed not to
Yeah.
be engaging themselves into that. But
Right.
notwithstanding, since our maturity level and our understanding in the spirit are not the same, some go other way. Well, yes,
Right.
yes.
Very interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I had to take a minute to digest. So
Yeah, that was heavy with her sending the nude.
The news, because I'm thinking, but what will make you
Yeah.
want to do
Yeah.
that? You know,
That's crazy.
it is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And you see, I always say that it takes a man who, for example, a Christian man who is really heavily conscious, who really want to go to heaven, to be able to stick with one man. Not even in the world, now women are everywhere.
Yeah.
So even as a man, it
It's
takes
difficult.
a man that is focused to be able to move with one woman. Because
Yeah.
now you see this one is beautiful, this one is that. Now women are coming with even
And the
opportunities.
men are pushing for
And
polygamy
I'm
right
telling
now.
you, so
know.
They are.
now
Yeah.
as a man, not even a child of God or a Christian, as
Yeah.
a man, it takes
Just
a man
regular
who,
man.
Takes grace.
who is really focused to be able to stick with one woman. Because I mean, your boyfriend is somebody's girlfriend, is somebody's boyfriend.
yes, and
Your girlfriend
yeah,
is also. So
somebody's-
it's a whole lot of things
yeah,
happening in this
someone.
dispensation. So it takes grace and it takes, I mean,
Discipline.
and
Yeah.
a certain maturity level to be able to stick with one woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very, very interesting. But we thank God for your life.
Amen.
We thank God that you were able to rebuke.
In Jesus' name.
Yes. We thank God. Women should stop
So, you know,
testing and tempting men of God.
You have to be praying for your pastors.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. And people also believe that, okay, a man of God need to marry and it's good. But marriage actually is not an antidote to fornication.
Right.
You know,
But
we
let
have
me tell you
pastors
something.
who are
Women are attracted to
Power.
power.
right.
You know? So you being the head of the church, that is a power position. And it's attractive to a lot of women. So they want you. They don't want you because they want you. They want you because of the position you hold.
find yourself.
That's
It's
right.
attractive
Very true.
to women.
Yeah.
Right.
Because women like that. It's one of the reasons why I said that. When men, you know, find a way to make themselves very handy, they become attractive to their women. Because women just like to see that you are capable of handling something.
Something. Right.
It just makes you
Yeah.
attractive. So a
Yeah.
man who sits and everything, I'm going to bring this person to do everything I'm bringing. At some point, your woman is looking at
You're
you
not the man.
funny
Yeah.
and thinking that, what is this? You know what I mean?
Right.
So that is the reason why, you know,
Yeah.
for a lot of women, they look at you and they see, okay, I want that.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they don't even know and understand why,
Right,
but they're
that's
very
very true,
attracted
yeah.
to power. Okay, now let's talk about, because you're single, I don't even know how to ask you the second question.
Go ahead. I mean, yeah.
He will
Okay.
use the Holy Spirit to answer.
Okay. Tell me, what would you say is one of your, eventually when you get married, what would you say is one of your fantasies when it comes to sex, sexual fantasies?
Well, I'm not married, but once upon a time I was in the world. All right, so let me use that.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I mean, I don't have a lot of fantasies, but well, I would love to see my woman shake her body
Hey.
in
Twerk.
front of me, probably
Hey.
twerk.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, and then probably I would love to suck a lot of breasts. I mean,
Hey.
yeah, and sucking
I have
breasts is,
plenty.
Oh my God. Listen, can we,
I believe that
Don't
this
mind me, eh?
bloggers will trend this week. I'm telling you.
Don't mind
Okay,
me. Eh?
I think that,
Yeah, I don't love pastors.
If he were
Okay.
I
lighter,
don't
he
want
would
to.
be red right
I
now.
think that, I think that at this point, we need to go on a break. Yes, yes. Let's go on a break. This is Duvet. My name is
Oh my
Natalia. Do stay tuned. We'll be right back. This is Duvet. This is GHOne TV. My name is Natalia. Remember, we're streaming live on our social media platforms, GHOne TV on YouTube, on X, and on Facebook. We're also live on Star 103.5 FM. Today or tonight, we're talking about your sexual desires. And I have with me Prophet El Michael, who said that he likes the twerking and the boobs.
Boobs, yes.
When Afi started shaking her breast, which caused me to go for a break, by the way, because I needed to digest that whole situation.
Take the man off.
I know, that whole situation. All right, so now that we're back, I think I'm going to ask the same question to you, Achua. What would you say is like a sexual fantasy for you?
So I will have to say that, and I know it's going to sound boring, but to have a man that worships me, in a sense of really loving me and just fully, and he exhibit that in the things that he does. When it comes to acts per se or whatever, I've been married before, and my ex-husband and I had a very full sex life, so I'm going to keep that under wraps.
Okay.
But yes,
that's
but
very
my
interesting.
fantasy right now in my life, at this point in my life, is just to have a man that I know just really just is into me.
Right. Yeah, no holding back.
Not afraid to express
Yeah.
his feelings for me.
Yeah. Some men are afraid to express their
Oh,
feelings.
absolutely.
For you. Yeah, and some also feel, I think I've experienced that situation where a man feels like if he lets you know how much he's into you, you'll weaponize that against him.
Yes.
So some
a
of
lot
them
of women
say
do.
that to me before.
Yeah, so some of them like yeah, so some of
they are
them just
being
hold
careful.
back.
Yeah.
But you know what I miss? I miss good old love. Where I love you and you love me.
Yes.
And you show me how much you love me and I
Yes.
show you how much I love you.
Not
Yes.
holding
And there are
back.
no tips and tricks.
Absolutely.
These days they tell you, don't let somebody know how much you love them. Don't call them too much. Wait for them to call you.
Absolutely.
Don't do this. Do that. All of the terms and conditions, like, I'm so tired. Please, can I just love?
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
why? Really, honestly.
No, then that's
true.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you
It's-
just don't get that full,
Yes.
it's like, like you think about like old R&B songs
Yeah.
from the 90s and like, the guy standing out in the rain.
You know, with the
you
boombox.
Yes, that's what I want right there.
But
Like,
these days, there's so much. You watch all these videos and they tell you, if you want your man to love you, don't do this, don't do that, don't do
Yeah,
that,
there's so
do
many-
this, do that,
like,
don't do. I'm
so
like,
many games.
why? And it can get very tricky because now they say, if you call a man, if you're the one who's always calling him, he feels like, you're too much, or you're too clingy, or you're this. But I love clingy, by the
It's
way.
like
It's sweet.
This generation is like we are too known. Do you understand? We are trying to
We know too
know
much.
more than our ancestors. Like in those days when in Africa, when like probably I want to marry, my family will go and do a background check,
Yes.
and then they will
Yes.
tell you that okay, this house you can go here,
Yes.
here you don't go here. But
Yes.
now, my mother can tell me where to go and where not to go. But sometimes I'll not listen. I'll go and then bang.
Yeah.
I'll break down
Yeah.
and then we'll come back. So I believe that, we are too known and we don't listen and we don't want to go back to our root and see how
Yeah.
our ancestors and our great mothers, lived.
What
Yeah?
did they call it? The arranged marriage.
The arranged marriage, yes.
Right.
I actually still believe in arranged marriages.
I
do.
like the idea. I
Yeah.
think there's one little piece to it that needs to be tweaked, but I think that it's a really good concept.
Yeah, I believe in arranged marriages because I feel like, for people who know you well enough, they would see someone and know that. I mean, sometimes even your best friend, you're walking around and you see a certain person and you feel like this person will be really good for
Right.
my
Right.
friend
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
know your friend well enough to know that, wow,
Yeah.
they would just
Yeah.
fit. And it worked back in the day. These days, we're choosing our own people, and
Social
2
media,
years down the line,
I know, right?
Afi and I, in fact, all three of us are divorced.
Yes, we've been married.
You know, 2
Yeah.
years down the line, we said, please, we won't do it again. Meanwhile, nobody put a gun to your head. You went and chose your own person.
Yeah.
And went and did
Still
everything
didn't
you wanted
work
to do,
out.
and
Yeah.
it still didn't work out.
Yeah.
But people have been arranged, and they... I feel like the beautiful thing about that is that you get to learn each other from scratch, and you take your time to get into it. And there's just something about that magic that I feel works, as opposed to like the rush when you meet someone. It's like, love at first sight, or you're in love and all the feelings. Because this one, you're not in love necessarily.
Love.
It's like you've been paired with a person.
Yeah.
So it's like you're learning to love them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is like a different concept.
Absolutely.
So you take your time to learn them.
Yes.
And the process is longer, but it's worth it if you do it right.
Right.
Whereas you feel like, I'm in love. So you don't really take your time to know the person.
yeah.
You go with the feeling.
Yeah.
So that's why I said here the other time that when marrying, marry a friend, marry a giver,
Yeah.
and a forgiver.
I like the
I
giver
like that.
bit.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we live in a society where there's more takers than givers.
I know.
And so you really have to take your time, especially and know if you are a giver, that you really have to set boundaries and really know like how far you're willing to go in it and allow people in to assess them and see if they are a giver as well.
Yeah.
And then also too, as givers, we tend to sometimes not know how to receive.
Right.
Yes.
Every giver is like that.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And I believe it is a blessing to be given more than to receive, which the Bible says.
Yeah. The
Because
Bible says so.
anytime you give, you are ahead of the person that you are given, and it's give you a spiritual access to a certain realm of prosperity. Yes.
Yeah.
So giving is one of the key
unlocks a lot of
elements that
doors.
everybody needs to have. So me, I don't like receiving. With my spiritual understanding, I don't want to be receiving, but rather want to be given. Yes.
Afi, tell me, what would you say messes with, especially a woman's libido?
What messes with it? As in, if you are
What makes
you are in the mood and
or what stops you from even getting in the mood in the first place? What are some of the things that could get in the way? Okay.
maybe when you and your partner are together and you are hoping that something happens, and then maybe certain topics are brought up, certain topics that will turn you off, and sometimes to maybe bad breath, For me, I love kissing. I love kissing a lot.
You do.
Yes. So that means that I won't be able to have anything doing like intimately with you if you have bad breath, So I can mention quite a number of things,
Okay.
Those who don't like bathing, mom pay jare yes, I would do uti koha ko my head that na no scent be free hon no. I am jare why. Yeah, so all these things, can just kill everything.
Right.
All of a
Mess
sudden.
up the vibe.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Adra, what about you?
So for women, generally stress is a libido killer. Yeah, having too much on their plate. And for me, I guess at my age, I think it's just, I think I'm just busy. And so, like I said earlier, it's not something I really think about all the time. And then what stimulates me is quite different from most women, I think most people. So, I need that intellectual so, and I just don't find that often. Yeah, so,
Okay, you're demisexual.
very much so. Well, sapiosexual.
Sapiosexual.
Yeah,
Okay.
demisexual, yes.
Okay, you're half and half.
Well, demi is you have to have a romantic connection.
Yes.
Sapio is an intellectual connection.
So, but you're both.
I'm both.
You're both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Also, tell me something. For men, what would you say gets in the way of their libido? Will stop you from feeling a certain way about a woman?
I think the great one, pinpoint, one of the things I was going to say, personally, if you have a chat with men will gossip more than women.
Yeah.
But you people
Oh,
don't know.
thank you, thank you for saying that.
Yes. Men will.
Yes,
Our
I say it all
gossip
the
is not
time.
like we trying to get time to sit down. No. In sitting down conversation, something will come up.
Everyday life.
And sometimes most guys, we discuss about women to each another. All right. So one of the things that I believe that might really turn off, and most of the guys are talking about it, is personal hygiene. Your hair alone, the scent alone can take me off.
Yes.
No matter the speed, the sexual speed that I have. You see, women are very powerful. That is why even in the secrecy, men of God, kings, great men with power can kneel before a woman just because they just want to enter a hole. So women are very powerful, but one of the things that can collapse your relationship, that can turn off something great out of you, is a woman that is not serious about her personal hygiene. Aside character, aside everything, one of the things that can keep every woman in a relationship and marriage is a personal hygiene. Some women have mouth odor, and it's a turn off to many guys, myself. Head, try to visit a dentist twice in the year. Brush your teeth morning and evening. Buy tongue scrappers. One of the things that bring the scent is not even the teeth, but the oil, the food we eat during the day. There are oil that sting on our tongue. You cannot go and buy wig, 35,000 Ghana, and then your mouth is smelling. You are not serious. You are not serious.
Oh my God!
You can go and buy, say, yellow tie, front tie, what you call it, and then your mouth is smelling. And now, when you come, you say a demon from your mother's house. Me, I don't pray that prayer. When you come, I will assess you physically because I believe in common sense. I'm a pastor who. One of the pastors who raised me taught me how to read, because every leader is a reader. So I'm not a pastor that everything is spiritual. No, we have spiritual, we have physical. So we have to deal the things of the spirit in the spiritual way and the things of the physical and physical way.
That's right.
So if you are going through relationship, this one doesn't work, this one doesn't work. Sometimes it's not a demon. Someone check yourself. One of the things every woman needs to protect after, when we go in bed after romancing and everything, the least thing a man will do is to enter the place.
Finish.
Do you understand that? And so one of the things that even if you cannot take care of your mouth and everything, your V, you have to take very good care of it. It is your property. No matter where a man romances you, he will enter there. And some of the women, when they remove their pant, the whole place, you will run away. It's like we have what is called Gabon Kaku. And yes, it smells so bad. And it has been, and most of the guys are, when we gather like this, guys talk about it.
Oh, absolutely.
And you see, so sometimes one of the things that causes these things, a woman, is not everything you eat. Drink a lot of water, drink cranberry juice, pineapple juice, and drink a lot of water. Avoid sugary stuff. Do you understand that? And keep that place neat. Now, when you go to social media, everybody's a doctor. They are selling vagina tightening. What caused the thing to open? Just leave it open. Some of we guys, we don't want to enter a place like you struggle to enter there. As I was coming, there was a traffic, so I was finding a way, speed. So when you go and put something there, and probably your partner God will give you something that's like this, you are going to cause a threat. And then when you walk, if you open your legs as if you went for boxing, do you understand? So if the place is open, just leave it open. Don't avoid
your size.
Going to put, when you see somebody selling vagina tight, you go and buy because your partner. No, some of we guys, we don't want anything tight. The economy is hard. I don't want to go and suffer in bed again. And that's when I enter boom, away. I'm here at GHOne TV. You understand?
Someone saying that it's only in Ghana or Africa that women will buy vagina tightening things and then they will still be looking for big dick.
It doesn't. So easy. And all those things, all those medicines, some are not FDA approved.
Exactly.
And it has caused a lot of harm to women.
Yes.
Exactly.
And they'll be having some discharges there, and it's going to cause that place to smell.
Yeah.
So all these things have destroyed a lot of relationship and marriage.
Right.
So one of the things that personally, and not me, as I've chatted with a lot of guys and people I know, turn them off are women who smells very bad. Your body,
I hope they're having the conversation about men's hygiene as well,
As
because
well,
that
yeah.
plays a role in
vice
the
versa.
women's, health as well. Because if your mouth is not clean and you go down there and to give me oral, you're going to give me something.
That's it.
So it goes both ways. And I know that men talk like this, right? And I've heard that, the women, have questionable hygiene, and men do too, but we all have to really think about, like, if I'm with someone, how I'm taking care of myself, how is that going to impact my partner?
That's it. So sex actually becomes beautiful when the both sides smell so good. It's so
when
nice.
everyone is taking care of themselves.
Absolutely.
It's so nice.
Absolutely.
You don't mind me personally. Well, if you tell me I should give you licking,
BJ.
The woman is the BJ and the man is a licking. Or do you want the head? All right. Unless personally I will not do, but even if I will do, I have to know that you are that neat, because I wouldn't want to. What will really push me? What kind of design will push me to go and put my head or something? As our great woman said, that there are some men too. You see, every man that wear boxer for 2 days is not neat. You smell.
Exactly. Yes.
So men smell so bad. Not even only the women. So as you said, sex becomes
both ways.
nice and fantasy when both ways smell so good.
Yes.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
And another concern in recent times is, a lot of people, how do I even put this? There's a lot of sex going around, in the system in such a way that sometimes it gets a little scary because how the other day I cited an example that there's a possibility that there's probably one person that we have all been with.
Yes.
It's possible.
Right.
That.
Yeah.
And that person could be maybe one particular sex, but these days people, there's so much happening. There really is so much happening, and it gets really, really scary because and people, the other question for me is, I don't know why people don't like the idea of condoms.
They said it's not nice. The man says, someone must say anything.
Yeah, I know.
People
not only the men too, the women also want skin to skin.
Why is that the case?
For me, I don't see the difference.
I don't see the difference either.
Yeah.
And I will not be present if there's not a barrier. Like if I won't feel comfortable. Like I don't know. It's something psychological. And I'm like, oh, what does he have? Or like, what bacteria might get? Because I'm very sensitive, and so I won't be fully present if there's no condom.
Right.
Yeah. I can't enjoy it.
But there's so many people, like especially men, like I have conversations with on a regular basis. Like sometimes, I'm having a conversation maybe with I don't know, a former colleague or something, and they're telling me about maybe in a week they're telling me about so this person came and that person came and that person came, and sometimes it's a bit concerning for me. Because then I worry this person that came, where did she come from?
Yes, exactly.
Where has she been?
Where has she been?
Yes.
The person she's been with.
And the person she's been with, where has that person also been with?
Exactly.
So it's like a long chain that you're not sure of.
Yes.
And it could be anything.
Yes.
And it's really, really scary. For me, it's like a very scary conversation to have. But people don't care.
But you see, Natalia, it's very serious. One of my sons came from Canada with their friends. Now, mind you, the guy has a girlfriend here in Ghana. And he does literally everything for the lady. Now, the guys came and they just want to have fun. So they went to hook up. And they ordered for 3 girls.
Hey!
When the 3 girls came,
She was part.
my guy girlfriend was part.
No way.
Yes. And
No way.
And the guy said suddenly, all the fantasy and like the feelings and everything, boom.
It's gone.
It went off. Yes, men, we are like that. When something happened, our distance shrink. Yes. It has happened to me before. I remember I had a scary flight from Istanbul. I was going to South America. And when that flight took off like 1 hour 30 minutes, it was very scary. And I couldn't feel my something. It was very, that's one of my scary moments, Yeah, so the guy said that suddenly the feelings, everything
went away.
So imagining that the guy believed so much in this lady, and this lady just flirting around.
It's hooking up.
It's serious, hooking up.
Yeah.
It's serious.
The other thing also is that I know people, you meet people, you're like, oh, we've just met. And when you're trying to get sex, you're like, okay, you insist on protection, right? But that happens the first day, second day.
Then after that,
second week.
Raw.
And then people feel familiar. But that familiarity doesn't change anything. If they have something, And also people are afraid to bring up the conversation of, can we go and test?
Yes.
And be sure
we're okay.
Yes.
Some people actually agree to go and test, but even that,
even when you test and the person goes
and that's the thing,
it
is scary.
Very
scary. However you look at it,
Yeah.
You can never really be sure because you can test. We're both okay. But maybe along the line you meet
You messed
Afi
up,
and anything can happen.
Right.
And you will still come back to me.
Yes.
And so it's just really messed up.
And they don't test for everything. You have to request specific
ones
tests.
you want
Yeah,
to
and I mean
know.
there is a long list
But
of
in
STD.
Africa, we're only afraid of HIV.
Yes. But there's so many. Like, there's so many
diseases that
things.
are very
Yeah.
poisonous than
Absolutely.
In Africa, that's the only thing
There's
Even
a whole list
hepatitis
of.
B and those things are very scary. But
Yeah.
it's like one of my people I pray for contacted HIV. And I can boldly, put my head for the woman. She doesn't do that. The woman, we've been praying for her one day, and I told her she go for a checkup. So one day she went for a checkup at the Legma Hospital, and one of the nurses said, this woman, every day you have been coming here. So they have run a lot of tests, but they didn't do HIV. So one of the nurses suggested that they should run her. When they ran her, the woman tested positive. And so the woman called me. It was 1 a.m. I remember crying. I have to calm the woman down and to cool her down, and then she told me this is what has happened. And then when we did our check, the husband has it.
That's what
Last 2 years, the husband died.
No way.
Wow.
Now he has left the woman with such a disease, and now she's fighting for it.
Well, I mean,
That is so unfair.
It is.
I'm telling you, so it's
All right. On that rather sad note, let's take a break. This is Duvet. My name is Natalia. We will be right back. Welcome back. This is Duvet. This is GHOne TV. We're having our own backdoor conversations and definitely having a laugh. Tonight we're talking about sexual desires, and so much has been said, but we're still on the conversation. Now, wow, that's a lot to, unpack. But anyway, really, there's nothing we can do about that situation. You can only pray to God that you would be in the right place.
Protecting themselves.
You'll be in the right place at all times, so that it's just. You know what? Let's just take our sex position of the week. I still need to unpack. This is a lot. Let's see what our sex position of the week is.